Political correspondent Vicky Young. There had been criticism growing over the course of the day, so explain what has happened in the last few minutes, Vicky.
Yeah, that's right. Up until now, the Labour Party has really seemed to accept Jared O'Mara's apologies. He spoke to many of his Labour colleagues last night, saying he was deeply ashamed of comments he had made in the past, sexist, homophobic comments he'd posted online 10 or 15 years ago. But what's happened today is that one of his constituents in Sheffield Hallam, the seat he won where he ousted the former Lib Dem leader Nick Clegg back in June, one of his constituents has come forward speaking to the BBC. Sophie Evans alleged that he had made abusive comments against her. Now, the MP totally denies these most recent allegations, but the Labour Party in the past few minutes has said they are investigating the more recent comments. Mr. O'Mara's comments, really, he's been saying that he'd been on a journey, that he no longer felt like this, that he'd made mistakes. He was ashamed of past comments, and his colleagues seem to accept that up to a certain extent. But the fact that now there may be suggestions of comments like this much more recently, comments, although he denies them, the Labour Party feels they do now have to investigate.
I mean, do you think there's going to be any suggestion, Vicky, that Labour has been slow to announce this? Because earlier on this afternoon it was
inappropriate, racist, sexist, homophobic. It is often the way that they have the whip withdrawn. That is the disciplinary process that is gone through. The Conservative Party did it recently with MPs, and so there are even some in the Labour Party who were saying, look, this should have been acted upon much sooner. Jeremy Corbyn was under pressure to do so. Now, there's no suggestion at the moment action has been taken against Mr. O'Mara. We'll have to see what the result of the investigation is, but there is clearly some disquiet amongst his colleagues. The question being put by the Education